Welcome back to English Classes Online, where English learning is made easy. On this channel, our goal is to equip you with the linguistic tools required for effective communication and for success in your English exams. We teach everything English, and your proficiency is our business. If you are intending to take any of the English language proficiency tests, such as Ielts and Duolingo English Test, DET, you'll find links to our training courses in the description section below. Moreover, we teach you how to use the English language as an effective tool for creating content, monetizing content, and creating for yourself multiple streams of income on various online platforms. If you are interested in such lessons, kindly subscribe to this channel by clicking on the subscribe button below. Make sure you click on the bell icon as well, so that whenever a new video is uploaded on the channel you will be notified instantly. This will ensure that you don't miss any of our new videos. We appreciate all of you out there who keep supporting us by liking and sharing our videos with your friends and relations. Do not forget to browse through our playlists for other video lessons. In the description section below you'll also find links to different resources such as ebooks, online courses, and training courses that you might find useful for your English learning or for your content creation skill development. Let's get started with today's lesson right away.
This is Benjamin from English Classes Online. In today's lesson, we are going to look at top tips on writing a good opinion essay in the Ielts academic writing test. Let's get into the lesson right away. We want to begin with a quick look at the types of questions that you should expect in the Ielts academic writing test. And they are as follows: I, opinion essays; II, problem and solution essays; III, advantages and disadvantages essay; IV, discussion essays; and V, double question essays. Today, we are going to take the first one, opinion essays. I'm going to walk you through the procedure for writing a good opinion essay. Now let's look at how you can plan your essay. Planning is very important, because without planning, you are likely to get it wrong when you jump into an essay and you start writing without any prior preparation, any previous planning. Then of course you are likely to get to a point and you even forget the ideas that you want to discuss. But when you plan, then of course you get your act together. Now let's take a sample question. Some business prohibit smoking in any of their offices. Some governments have banned smoking in all public places. Do you agree or disagree? Now, another name for opinion essay is agree or disagree essay. In other words, you are expected to either agree with the topic or disagree with the topic. Now let's look at the steps to take. Number one, understand the question type. Now take note of the fact that in the test, you will just be given the question. You won't be told whether it is an opinion essay or a problem and solution essay, or advantages and disadvantages essay. You won't be told anything like that. Just as you can see in this sample question, you will simply be given a question. And so it is your duty to figure out the type of question it is. That's the first step. Step number 2, identify the key points. What are the key points? When you examine the question, you should be able to identify the topic. That's the first thing you need to identify. In this sample question, for example, the topic is banning smoking in public places. That's the topic. That's what the essay is about. And then you have to give your opinion on the topic. Then the second point is for you to identify the instruction, which is actually the question. What are you asked to do? You are asked to either agree or disagree. In other words, you are asked to give your opinion. And then the next point you need to identify is exactly what your opinion should be. You need to examine it and then examine your background knowledge on the topic, and then you will know exactly whether you have enough points to disagree or you have more points when you agree with the topic. And then you state your opinion based on the points you have. Then the next one is your reasons. You need to identify your reasons, because it is not enough for you to say I agree that banning smoking in public places is the right thing to do. If you agree, you have to give the reasons why you agree. On the other hand, if you disagree, you have to cite the reasons why you disagree. So you need to jot down the reasons, and the best way to plan is to probably come up with a kind of table. You draw a kind of table, and then uh, you draw a kind of table, and you have agree, disagree. Then you jot down the points, the reasons for agreeing, the reasons for disagreeing, and if you have more cogent reasons for agreeing, then you choose to agree, and then you will have enough reasons. Okay. Step number 3, write a simple introduction. Every piece of writing is made up of 3 main parts: the introduction, the body, and the conclusion. So the next step is for you now to begin to write the essay with a simple introduction. Now, how do you write the introduction? You should know that the introductory paragraph, which is the first paragraph in every essay, has to contain some essential ingredients. The first one is the background information, which of course could be a background statement. Now, how do you figure out the background statement? It is by simply paraphrasing the given general statement. Now, in this sample question, you have 2 general statements. The first one, some business prohibit smoking in any of their offices. That's a general statement. The second general statement, some governments have banned smoking in all public places. You see, they are related and they are general statements. So what you have to do here is to paraphrase these given general statements. All right? And this will form your background statement, which should be the first part of your introduction. You can call that the hook, the opening sentence that should draw the attention of the reader. Then the second part of your introduction is what we call the thesis statement. The thesis statement is basically your opinion, and this should be your answer, and then it should be an introduction to the ideas you want to discuss in the body of the essay. Now, in every piece of writing, the thesis or the thesis statement is essentially the main idea of the entire write-up. everything you are saying about the topic is captured by the thesis statement. Okay. Now, step number 4, write the body of your essay. In this case, you can choose to discuss two main points in 2 paragraphs. And this should be basically the two main reasons why you agree or disagree. You know, when you state your opinion with evidence, and the evidence will be the reasons why you agree or disagree. Okay, so that is basically what that. Let's look at 5. Step number 5 should be to write the conclusion. And in writing the conclusion, you are to rewrite the background statement and re-emphasize your opinion. You see, in your introductory paragraph, you already have your background statement, which is a paraphrasal of the general statements in the question. And then you already have your thesis statement, which also is your opinion. Okay, so you rewrite and re-emphasize the background statement and your opinion, which is your thesis. And step number 6 is to cross-check your work. So now let's begin uh, with the introduction. But before that, let's take a second look at the sample question. Some business prohibit smoking in any of their offices. Some governments have banned smoking in all public places. These are the general statements. Do you agree or disagree? This is the instruction asking for your opinion. Okay. So having said that, then let's now look at the steps you need to take, you know, in order to write your introduction. As we earlier mentioned, you need to paraphrase the general statement. So let's look at how you can do this. We have already seen the general statements. Some business prohibit smoking in any of their offices. Some governments have banned smoking in all public places. Let's see how we can paraphrase. Now, to paraphrase means to present the writer's opinion in your own words. So we are going to take these 2 sentences and turn them to our own words, still retaining the writer's original ideas. And this is how you can do it. Smoking in the workplace is considered an offense in some companies whose action is in agreement with the law in certain countries where it has become illegal to smoke in public. You see, you have simply changed the words, you know, into your own words, yet retaining the ideas of the writer, because you have only changed some words to, you know, they are synonyms. All right, that is what it means to paraphrase. Then the second step is to give your opinion, and as we earlier said, it is simply for you to, you know, either agree or disagree. Do you agree or disagree? So in giving your opinion, which actually forms your thesis statement, you are taking a stand. You are either saying you agree or you are saying you disagree. And here is how you can do it. In my opinion, I agree that banning public smoking is necessary in view of its serious negative health and social consequences. You see, you have stated that you agree with the banning of public smoking, and you have also indicated 2 reasons why you agree with the ban. Number one, serious negative health consequences, and two, serious negative social consequences. So that is exactly how you can write your thesis statement. Okay. Then combining the paraphrased general statement with your opinion, then we have the complete introduction. So let's go through the full introduction here. Smoking in the workplace is considered an offense in some companies whose whose action is in agreement with the law in certain countries where it has become illegal to smoke in public. In my opinion, I agree that banning public smoking is necessary in view of its serious negative health and social consequences. You see, you have used your thesis statement to also indicate the main points you are going to discuss in the body of your essay. And what are those two main points? You are saying, number one, that smoking in public has some serious negative health consequences, and it also has some serious negative social consequences. Okay, so let's now move on to the body of the essay. Excuse me. We already have the two main points, and the first one is serious negative health consequences. Now, here is how we can discuss this point. Smoking in offices and other public places undoubtedly has serious negative health consequences on both the smoker and other people who may be close enough to inhale the smoke. Although smoking could be viewed as a personal choice on the part of the smoker, doing it in public is no longer personal, as his behavior affects the health of others. Certainly, it is improper to subject the health of the majority of people to danger simply because of the freedom and pleasure of a few individuals who may choose to smoke in spite of its harmful effects. Now, the second point is the social implications of public smoking. And so here is how you can discuss this point as the second paragraph or in the body of the essay. Moreover, most people find the smell of cigarettes very unpleasant and disgusting. Experience has shown that people often notice the smell of cigarettes on their clothes and hair after spending some time in bars or offices that permit smoking. In some cases, the affected clothes may continue to smell like smoke several days later. To people who hate this, to people who hate the smell of cigarettes, this can be quite embarrassing. You are now discussing the social implications. Therefore, there's nothing wrong for business owners and governments to prohibit public smoking in the interest of members of the public who may be allergic to smoking. You see, so you have discussed the second point, So these are the 2 points, discussed in the body of the essay. And this is how you can, present the 2 paragraphs. You see, here we have just shown how you can discuss each point. You use point 1 serious negative health consequences. You discuss that and use it to develop the first paragraph in the body of the essay. And then point number 2, which is the social implications. You discuss that and use it to develop the second paragraph in the body of the essay. But then this is how the 2 paragraphs should appear in the in the in the essay. Now let's take a look at the conclusion. Now, there are 2 things we have to consider that should be part of your conclusion. The first one is you need to rewrite the general statement. And don't forget the general statement that we paraphrased in the introductory part of the essay. And here is what it is. Smoking in the workplace is considered an offense in some companies whose action is in agreement with the law in certain countries where it has become illegal to smoke in public. Then the second point is the opinion, of course, which forms what we call the thesis statement, okay? Now, this is how it is. In my opinion, I agree that banning public smoking is necessary in view of its serious negative health and social consequences. You see, these are the 2 we have to put together. They are already what we have in the introduction, but we are not going to just write exactly what we have written in the introduction. We have to rewrite this introduction to use it as our conclusion, and here's how we can do it. In view of the above undeniable facts, I believe that smoking not only constitutes a nuisance but also poses great danger to public health. You see? And then, having written our conclusion, this is how exactly our entire essay should be. But before that, let's take another look at the sample question. Some business prohibit smoking in any of their offices. Some governments have banned smoking in all public places. Do you agree or disagree? Then we begin with the introduction. That is paragraph 1. Smoking in the workplace is considered an offense in some companies whose action is in agreement with the law in certain countries where it has become illegal to smoke in public. In my opinion, I agree that banning public smoking is necessary in view of its serious negative health and social consequences. Then paragraph 2 is the beginning of the body of our essay, and in this paragraph we discuss point 1. Smoking in offices and other public places undoubtedly has some serious negative health consequences on both the smoker and other people who may be close enough to inhale the smoke. Although smoking could be viewed as a personal choice on the part of the smoker, doing it in public is no longer personal, as that is the smoker's behavior, affects the health of others. Because when you start smoking in public, there are other people there who may inhale the smoke. Certainly, it is improper to subject the health of the majority of people to danger simply because of the freedom and pleasure of a few individuals who may choose to smoke in spite of its harmful effects. Then, in the next paragraph, we discuss reason number 1, reason number 2, why you agree that banning public smoking is right. Moreover, most people find the smell of cigarettes very unpleasant and disgusting. Here you are discussing the social implications of public smoking. Experience has shown that people often notice the smell of cigarettes on their clothes and hair after spending some time in bars or offices that permit smoking. In some cases, the affected clothes may continue to smell like smoke several days later. To people who hate the smell of cigarettes, this can be quite embarrassing. Therefore, there is nothing wrong for business owners and governments to prohibit public smoking in the interest of members of the public who may be allergic to smoking. See? Then the conclusion. In view of the above undeniable facts, I believe that companies and governments who have prohibited public smoking have acted in public interest. As far as I am concerned, public smoking not only constitutes a nuisance, but also poses great danger to public health. So this is exactly how to write a good opinion essay. You can see here that if you are going to sit for the Ielts test or exam, you can aim at writing a 4-paragraph essay. Paragraph 1 is for introduction. Paragraph 2 and 3 form the body of the essay where you discuss your main points. And then paragraph 4 is the conclusion where you summarize everything you have said so far. So this is how to write a good opinion essay. And I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you like the video and share the video with your friends and relations. We have actually been looking at top tips on writing a good opinion essay in the IELTS academic writing test. Many thanks for watching today's video. A big thank you to all of you out there for being part of today's episode. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, kindly subscribe to this channel. Subscribe now as a way of giving us support. For notification about new videos, click on the bell icon. You will find the bell icon. Click on it so that whenever a new video is uploaded, you will be instantly notified. If you have actually enjoyed the video, like and share the video with your friends and relatives. This is very important. If you have any comments, leave your comments below. Any questions, any suggestions, we would gladly receive them and respond promptly and positively to them. See you in the next video. I look forward to always seeing you in the new video. Thank you and